And the interesting information and the really good talks continues on through this next session. I am the director of the National Institute of Nursing Research, and it's my real pleasure to be here this afternoon for a number of reasons, but one in particular, and that is the fact that we in our institute have particularly enjoyed and benefited from our association from OBSSR since its inception. In fact, I think that we virtually dominated the 10-year anniversary in terms of the posters, the numbers we had. So I think that's a tribute to the rest of the campus that OBSSR has really engaged virtually every institute and center across the campus in this very important enterprise of studying behavior and how it affects health and how we can influence it. So our areas of science are very close to OBSSR and very much impacted by its agenda. We focus on symptom science, wellness, which is our aspect of prevention, also self-management and end-of-life and palliative care, and are very much connected to the way the healthcare system is going and the way our demographics of our society are going. So it's particularly beneficial for us to have an office such as OBSSR. We also appreciate not only Bill Riley's management and acting director of that office and all he's doing to engage across the campus, but also Jim Anderson and the cohesiveness that he has brought to the campus and integrating this office with the others as well. So I won't speak a great deal about what we're doing because our website is pretty informative, but just simply to say that we also in our science are at the interface of behavior and biology. And so it's very important for us to be able to seamlessly engage those areas, and that's something that OBSSR is particularly helpful to us in doing. So with that, let me move on to introduce the two speakers in the session for the afternoon. And again, two very, very interesting speakers. We have changed the program just a little bit from what you have in front of you, in that we are starting with our first speaker this afternoon, will be Dr. Scott Halpern. He is assistant professor of medicine at the Perelman School of Medicine at the University of Pennsylvania, and his work focuses on the moral and cognitive determinants of decisions made by clinicians and patients. Scott Halpern's research combines empirical approaches from the fields of epidemiology, health services research, decision-making sciences, and with conceptual work ground in moral philosophy. He has also been a consultant regarding ethical issues for the CDC, NIH, F.D.A., and the United Network for Organ Sharing. The title of his talk this afternoon is Using Behavioral Economics to Supercharge Financial Incentives for Smoking Cessation. The second speaker this afternoon will be Dr. Allison Harvey. Dr. Harvey is a clinical psychologist and a professor of clinical psychology at the University of California, Berkeley, as well as the director of the Golden Bear Sleep Research Clinic at the University of California, Berkeley. And she's also an adjunct professor of psychology at the University of Bergen in Norway. Dr. Harvey is active still in clinical psychology and sleep research professional societies. She's also a prolific author, including over 130 research articles and book chapters, as well as 2 books authored by her. Her presentation today is entitled Empirically Grounded Treatment Generation, Sleep and Circadian Dysfunction in Severe Mental Illness. We will, the plan is that the speakers will talk for about 20 minutes, and we'll have time for a few questions after each talk. And if we have an alternate, the plan B is that we'll have questions at the end.